Hello, hello. Good
Hey,
morning.
good morning. Welcome back. Sorry for having a little breaky.
Yes, I guess everyone needs a little breather sometimes.
We are on isolation.
Yes, we're currently in isolation, so
Yeah. No, we're not sick, you know.
it's just a precaution,
No.
basically.
Yeah, so we were in contact with someone who had a virus, so we are isolating now for a week.
Mm-hmm.
We took a break because I can't really keep up with the time, so we're trying to catch up now for fun on a few weeks now with recordings.
Yeah, I think sometimes a break a little bit is needed, and besides, in that time you had an opportunity to go through our videos on YouTube, and you could also listen to some music anyway because we were still like online on the radio.
Just to like have a little breather. I mean, we probably the t-shirts we're wearing. We're going to be wearing that now. It's the very first t-shirts of our project.
Yeah,
We are very excited
very excited to wear them.
because it took us a while to like organize everything to do with it, and then in the back,
Yes.
Neuron's heart.
Yeah, I've got as well.
Neuron soul.
So it's very nice.
We at the moment we're not selling them or anything like that. It's just for us to spread a bit of awareness. But
Yes, exactly.
so happy.
They feel very nice as well. So
Yeah. So if you like it, give us a thumbs like, because it's quite important for us. Our beginning of our journey with Coach Your Mindset is quite rewarding. This week we're gonna be focusing on
fear.
on F, letter F. So it's fear. And Monday it's the day ruled by Moonday, so it's going to be for sure a lot of fears coming up and anxieties after the weekend. Mondays are always those blue days, they calling them, but they don't have to be blue.
No, exactly. So I think fear, like when we think of fear, what comes to your mind, what comes to you, how do you feel fear? So how do you feel it on your mind, your body, your soul? So for example, when I'm fearful, like I can feel it on my stomach. I'm a little bit like upset. Yeah, and I get like loads of thoughts as well.
Active mind.
Yeah, so you get this like overthinking. So that's, for example, how fear can feel to me on a
and there is like I think in my journey, like discovering the fear, I kind of realized that the fear, it's needed, but when you're not healthy, then the fear, it's very negative and can be very like taking you over. But there is a fear with like, if you heal yourself and if you heal your insecurity, your past or whatever you don't accept, then the present moment, the fear is your indicator that there is a danger, right? But because we're not fully connected to our center, the fear, it takes us over, because obviously there is like, for example, I should done that better, or I should do, those, when you're lying down in the bed and like, I didn't do this.
Oh my god, that's the worst
do
thing.
that.
Or when you have this like
do that.
cold shower of emotion.
no.
Oh my god, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like then definitely like fear of Monday. It's gonna be fear of abandonment or attachment issues. Overall, like this period, this May, it's June, and like it's really intense with like lots of karmic lessons. And karmic lessons is about the past because basically if you have emotional connection and reaction to something, you didn't heal something in the past, and that can be shown in a fear.
Yeah. So like you say, with that can be shown in the fear, but fear also can connect to other emotions. So fear kind of is a door opener to other feelings. So the sadness, for example, as well. It can kind of open the door to other emotions, and it's very interesting, like you say, when you
What
don't
do you mean by opening the door to other emotions?
like, for example, sadness. So if you feel fearful, about something, then like you say, you remember something, maybe you can feel sad that you maybe didn't do something well, or you can
you're
feel
adding
anxious.
up to...
So it's kind of like gathering more and more into kind of like
that's
that.
quite cool, actually.
Yeah, that basket of emotions, So you've got that big basket, you go shopping, you add more and more.
So you mean that like... okay, so basically, that makes sense, because we know only fear as in first emotion.
Yeah.
That could be possible, actually.
Yeah, so like, I think we said that before, that fear kind of is...
No, I know, but I never look at this like, it opens
Yeah.
the door into different
Yeah.
feelings and emotions.
So depending how you like work on it, because you say the fear can be an indicator, can be a warning, so you can then
yeah.
so you can maybe go into more
So
sadness.
yeah, so if the fear is not is if
Yes, I think you're onto something here. I'll give you a moment.
because
Yeah.
fear could because we yes, that makes sense. Sorry, but it just reminded me when I was reading this book, 64 Genie 64.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't read it obviously, all of
Oh,
it,
yeah,
because
but-
it's this big book. I've
Yeah.
got an audiobook of it, and they talking about 64 shadows,
Mm-hmm.
and they say that genetically
Mm-hmm.
we are actually based on fear.
Yeah.
So we are society, our humanity is born with fear.
Mm-hmm.
So your first feeling, it's fear actually, and it's negative. And then you turning into the positive, and you turning into the understanding, and you turning into the acknowledgement and acceptance.
Wow.
So that would be like, that could make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because then to that, all the emotions like add itself.
Yes.
But that is like a core. It's like fear and love.
Mm-hmm. But like you say, then we make something out of it. So maybe if you work on your self-talk, it's going to be easier for you to get out of that fear, isn't it? In a
But
way,
you
or
need
accept.
fear. But the thing is that what is the fear? Who are you? You need to ask yourself a question. Are you fearing because you didn't accept something, or are you fearing because you are in a danger?
Mm-hmm.
So like it's resolving the trauma. It's
Yeah.
resolving the triggers. If I make you angry in the conversation, you need to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
If my opinion makes you anxious, if anything I do towards you makes you feel uncomfortable, it's you who is responsible for it. I am who I am. You are who you are. You need to take responsibility how you react to certain things. And then fear, I think we all based on fear. We are based. And then it comes to Tuesday.
Yeah, the boost day.
The boost day is going to be good because the anger and fear, it's like behind the anger there is a fear.
Oh yeah, so I like many people have that response when they're afraid of something.
I'm going to put the incense, yeah.
Yeah, they get a bit angry or something like that. It gets a bit more intense, I think. So
Oh yeah, and we changed the place for conservatory today as well. We forgot to tell you.
yeah, we changed our surroundings a bit today.
So we may going to record it from here now.
Yes, we will. We might do that. Paula is just putting an incense on.
Yeah, so the Tuesday is like a Mars day, so then anger, like how you can like not respond to somebody with anger. Well, this is my work. Like I am a very angry person, and I guess I was fearful for a very good big period of time.
But you build resilience as well, haven't you, over time?
Yeah, but you need fear.
Yeah.
Guys, you really need the fear. Without fear, we would be like robots. Fear in positive, it's a good feeling. On the other side of the fear, there is the lightness.
Yeah, it's like you say, it's a warning. It's indicating something that maybe something isn't alright, and maybe you should react differently.
Yeah.
It's not always about being, positive, happy. It's being rational, like you always say. So fear kind of can bring the rationality within us.
Yeah, I talked to my client yesterday, and we were saying about how you actually, what was it?
Mm-hmm.
How you don't realize that the way you think is not negative, it's just rational. So I always thought like, oh, I'm negative, right?
Yeah.
Because we were going out doing something, and I always saw what's gonna happen after, or what can happen after. You get me? Like I always been like seeing that 10 steps further.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, oh, you're always so boring, like you're jinxing the parties and stuff. And I'm like, I have a bigger vision. So I see what can happen and what cannot. I either follow it or not. But I always say it. And that doesn't mean I'm negative. But for a long time I thought I'm negative,
Yeah. But when accidents and things like that happen, it's like one in something. So it could have been that one time when you didn't pay attention to those things that you paid attention to, and maybe an accident would have happened.
Well,
so.
I protect myself from many accidents, to be honest, in that
Yeah.
way. And I think I protect lots of people with this. And I believe that like intuition is something like a gift.
Yeah.
We've been given the intuition for a reason. And we have a conscious, and we have possibility of building resilience within ourselves.
Yeah, so fear can be like a part of intuition as well, isn't it?
Oh, it's a big part. I think it's a big part of intuition.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think like, there's like this indication within you that something isn't right, and that's the fear.
Yeah.
So it's showing you something that maybe you shouldn't do something, or you should do something, or you should respond differently, and fear kind of indicates that.
What?
Isn't that how you said that fear can indicate something, what you should, maybe you shouldn't do, because it's going to...
Yeah, and now it's, are you balanced? So this is where someone asked me, so how you know if something is right or not? I always say, treat other people like you want to be treated. As long as you do it in that direction, then
Yeah.
sooner or later you will know what is right or what is wrong. I think.
Yeah, I think that makes very big sense overall.
Yeah, definitely. It's about the accepting that acknowledgement of the fear.
Yeah, not pushing it away, maybe looking into it and seeing why are you feeling that fear? What is it trying to show you? What is your environment showing you? What are you feeling right now? So fear is like an indication of something.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
just, like Paulina said, acknowledge it, check it out, maybe say to someone that something feels off. You never know, maybe someone around you feels off as well. Doesn't feel okay. And that's why maybe you're feeling it too.
Well, you know, when you don't, you know, when you like, the more you connect to yourself, the more you heal your past and you accept your past and you let go and you are in the present. So if you are in the present, enjoying the present moment, you will know if something feels off or not. You will know if do something or not. We always now follow that feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
Magda always says, no, you tell me what you think. No, I don't feel it. But there are times when I don't have intuition.
Yeah. And then she asks me and then I'm like,
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, let's have a moment.
Because there are moments where you like, your hormones, your body, it's like you're 80% of water. You're in a constant movement. So your body changes. You are energy. I'm the energy. You are energy. We connect to each other. We telepathically influence each other.
Yeah.
This video influences you with our energy. Whatever you're going to watch, it's imprinting in your subconscious mind. You need to make the right choices of what you watch, what you do with yourself, with your free time. That creates your fear.
That's true. That's so true. So shall we do a little summary?
You do it.
Yes, I shall. So Monday is a Moonday, which is connected to our feelings and emotions, as is the rule by the moon. So ask yourself, what is fear for you? How do you feel fear? And maybe try to see the other side of fear as well. Perhaps it's a warning, perhaps it's an indication of something, and it can help you in your everyday life. So you can kind of like acknowledge the fear, like Paulina said, and become friends with it. So on Boost Day, Tuesday, see how you can build resilience, or see how you can actually acknowledge your fear.
Why are you shouting? What are you hiding? What are you screaming for? You're screaming for help.
And maybe there's something that you are missing in your life, or something you haven't done, or something you fear. And that's why maybe you are being angry and you're being shouting, because Mars is kind of like that energy, isn't it?
Ego, innit? Like,
Ego, yeah.
So they're going to do everything to hide the fears.
Yeah.
And suppress them.
So yeah, see that. So I think the most important thing what we can get out of Monday and Tuesday is
It's crazy they did Monday and Tuesday, like Moon and then Mars.
Yeah.
It's so not fair.
to see the other side of things, see the other side of that fear. Because fear, usually when you think of fear, it's like a negative connotation, but maybe actually it can have a good connotation because it has a meaning for you.
Connotation?
Like a meaning.
Yeah.
So we associate like fear with something bad, when actually fear can be an indication to avoid something bad. So fear itself,
Everything what seems as bad is good, and the good is bad. Like even in an accident, and I know people die and things like that happen, but they die to something else, someone else being newborn. It's just...
or they die like they save someone, or
Yeah,
accidents happen as
Don't
well.
get me wrong, like I'm not, obviously we can go through pain and everything, but yeah, everything happened for a reason.
Yes, I think so too. Everything happens for a reason.
See you Wednesday.
Thank you very much.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.